Alright, this is my first time doing an interview with gloves on. How you doing, man? That was an awesome win.
No, I feel I'm good. Thanks so much, Aiden, for having me on your channel again. It's always great being here with such a great oak as yourself.
Thanks. No, I appreciate it. You know what? I didn't want to curse you before this fight. You know, every time I interview before the fight, it never happens. So this time I just left it, and post-fight's much better now.
No, 100%. I mean, I broke down at the end of the fight, like emotionally, because I've been praying, making dua, praying so much for this opportunity to fight, and here it came, and I worked so hard for this.
You know, the fact that it came in Cape Town as well, you know, where you come from, how much does that mean to you?
It means a lot because there were so many people that came out, and I would like to thank those people for coming out and supporting me. It feels dreamlike. It really does.
I mean, I think the first time you would have fought, I don't know if there was going to be a crowd available, so this time you actually had an opportunity to do so. I mean, that must have been good.
No, absolutely, and you know, I'm always ready. Whether there's a fight that's announced or not, you can ask my coach, Coach Colin. I'm always ready. Whether I'm in Joburg or I'm here, I'm staying fit and I'm always ready.
You mentioned you're always ready. There was a couple of postponements, even with this fight. I mean, how edgy were you with every postponement that happened?
I was actually very on the edge, like mentally. I never let it get to me, but I just tried to stay positive the best I can, talking with my girlfriend, and she kept telling me, "You're gonna fight. You will fight. Don't give up. Keep training." And that's what I did.
The way that the fight ended up happening, second round, knockouts, I mean, did you envision something like that?
I expected it, I really did, but I kept it to myself, kept it to me, and I saw it in training. I saw the left hook landing before I even fought, believe it or not, before I came here. I was laying in bed, and I saw the fight ending before I came here. I saw it all.
How much did the sparring contribute towards this sort of outcome?
Everything. The sparring is everything. And up there in Joburg, you're sparring with the best, you're sparring with world champions, and if you want to be the best, you have to learn from the best. That's what I do.
And, well, you said you expected the outcome today, but explain how you set it up, because it wasn't, I think that was maybe one of the first hooks you threw in the fight and ended up dropping him.
Yeah, 100%. It was a feint, and then I knew, because I saw every time I was feinting, he'd move to a certain direction. So I feinted, I knew he was moving there, boom, clipped him.
A lot of respect shown by your opponent after the fight. I mean, he even lifted your hand. I mean, that was a pretty nice gesture from him.
100%. I mean, before the fight, he was cussing, swearing things and talking, but that's part of the game, and I told him afterwards, look, it's nothing personal. This is part of the sport. But for me, that's not who I am.
I think it's fair to mention, I mean, I've never done an interview at a farm before. You fought your debut at a farm. I mean, how does that feel?
I mean, look, it felt like I was in my own room. We in a room, so I mean, it felt good. I felt like when I got here, the nerves, you know, and then my coach Colin said, just calm down. And after he told me that, I was good. Then I started seeing the fight in my mind already.
Happy to get the debut out the way now?
Absolutely, it's great to end the year off like this. I'm really grateful, alhamdulillah.
Alright, and I believe your coach wants to come in here as well and say something?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've said it now for about a year now that he's special. And I think tonight, with a debut like that, his timing on the jab was great. He's been inactive since his amateur days for probably 2 years, more than 2 years now. And what we saw tonight, I thought we've seen an unearthing of a star. And I'm going to tell him, I think he's got a great future. He listens. And we're going to provide him the platform, the opportunity for him to go all the way. The rest is up to him. But a star was born here tonight on a farm, on a chicken farm here in Cape Town. And just very proud of this kid, and I love him to bits. So
Thank
congratulations
you so much,
to
I love
him.
you too.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you so much.
Alright, so ISHMAEEL, obviously big shout out to Steve Newton as well, who also helped you in the training camp.
Get to that now. Thank you so much to Steve.
Viva Steve.
Viva Steve.
And thanks for your scissors.
Steve, I mean, honestly, when I'm in Cape Town, he's opened his gym up for me. Open arms, hold pads for me, everything. He's done everything. He's my Cape Town coach and my strength and conditioning coach, Yunus Saffuddin. He's the reason why I have this power that I do. I don't like to overlook myself too much and hype myself, but he's the reason.
So you say having your stretching before the fights as well, all helps towards contributing to your performance?
Absolutely, yeah, it's fundamental. Just like everything in boxing, your road work, everything. Strength and conditioning is not to be overlooked in boxing. It's very important. And my coach, Yunus Saffuddin, takes care of that. Strength and conditioning coach.
Alright, so what's your last message to everyone out there?
I would like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting. To those that couldn't make it and were watching, I appreciate you all. I mean, it feels dreamlike. And I am an example of, just because of hardship, that you can't achieve things. Yes, you can do anything you believe. Anything. Whether no one believes in you, you can do it. Just have faith in God and work hard.
Alright, and I'll give you one opportunity to thank your sponsors and everything like that.
Yeah, of course. My sponsors, Security SA, I would like to thank Calcaccio on Karan, Brawl Gear, and Sport Fitness in Motion. Yeah, 100%.
Alright, thank you very much, ISHMAEEL.
Thank you for having me, Aiden. All the best. Have a good new year.